everybody. Hey, y'all. Did I turn y'all on? Hello, everybody. Hey. I'm making me some coffee and about to give me some water. Y'all know how this go. And I know this ain't right, so just, you have to figure it out. Y'all know how it go. I done took this off and the girls done moved it and all kinds of stuff. So I think that might be right. I don't know. It's not, but we'll figure it out here in a moment. Hey, y'all. Oh, I wish these could just stay fixed, but they don't. That's not right, but it is what it is today. Hey, TT. Ooh, I had to take me a break. Because, baby, listen, running after that grandbaby, I was tired. Do you hear me? Tired. And I have a confession to make. I still ain't, hey, y'all, I still ain't got up out of Rice Krispie treat things, whatever they call that cereal. Trifling. It's okay. I could do it. I'm gonna vacuum, finish vacuuming today. That baby got cereal all over my house. My cousins, our vibes can't wait to meet. Listen, I told you was gonna love Amari. And all of them together. Oh my God, they're all. My four kids together is crazy. Like, especially seeing them grown, baby, they cuts up. Your niece then came and brought some prosecco and some orange juice and Stella Rosa talking about we gonna have mimosas. I said I'm not drinking with y'all. I took one sip like this. She said, "Mom, we are grown." I said, "I do not care. Don't be trying to." Thank you so much. Aw, thank you. She is the sweetest little baby. She really is. But she fights. She will fight you. She'll smack the hell out of you. Four pieces of me. Yes. 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 I told y'all they crazy. I know people probably think I just be getting on here. Hey, Queen. Thank you for the pictures too, Pumpkin. People, you said in order to do all that, you had to get your rest. I'm glad you got some rest. Yes. And I'm giving her cereal. Listen, and it's still all over my house. That baby had toys everywhere, baby. I could not sleep because it was crumbs in my bed. I told my daughter, I said, yeah, you left all your baby magic here. Y'all left y'all socks here like y'all coming back. They said we are. And that's why I don't let people leave. When I tell y'all people used to leave stuff in my house so that they had a reason to come back. And my girls, you in here talking about my emo girl, cuz. Yes, honey. People leave stuff in my house so they have a reason to come back, and that's my daughter was like, I already knew we was gonna come right back, so I just toothbrushes, socks, everything, jackets, all kinds of stuff. You hear me? What y'all know? I be trying to tell y'all, and that's why I try to make sure people leave. When they leave, you take everything with you, everything, cause then you plan a trip back again. Yeah, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. And once I figured out, people like it's been over 20-some years that people have done that to me. Crazy. I said, why y'all do that? You hear me? You don't get to choose when you're gonna come to my house. You don't get to do that. Anyway, I love them, and I'm grateful that y'all enjoy them too, because I do love them, and it did make me happy. We were having a storm here, and we just lost power. Let me go get my light bulbs. Listen, I'm trying. Hey, Pumpkin, my cousin, there was something going on with her situation, and she said, cousin. I said, okay. You hear me? Okay, let me go get my stuff. I don't know how many of y'all have had to use y'all stuff, but it takes a whole load off. It might not be what it normally is, but it ain't nothing. And I hope and pray that even the people that are not with us anymore, that maybe were here for the first year or whatever, cereal here, cereal there, cereal everywhere, that exact statement is true. Auntie Judy, I'm trying to tell you that. I ain't been around little kids. And when I did watch little kids, they was in one area in the living room. So this is gonna be new. It's been a while since I've been around little babies, and they just do whatever they want to do. They don't even care. They don't care about no rules or nothing. They do not care. They don't care. Yeah, they don't. They constantly telling you if your feelings. That's what they do. Thank goodness I haven't by the time I went. The power's back on. Okay. Okay. They are beautiful and a grandbaby. Thank you so much, Pumpkin. Listen. So I believe that God is giving some people some grace with these tariffs. What y'all think? Who can see the grace and mercy of God cutting up? Because it's 90 days. Y'all think he's giving it to them in increments? What y'all think? Absolutely. You wasn't listening in. Are you listening now? Now he done lowered it back down. Grab your stuff. Folks keep wanting, because they like, oh, they went down for 90 days. He taking jets and stuff. It's about to get crazy. I can because he just increased my stamps just in time. Listen. You better take advantage of it if you haven't. Whatever big electronic things like generators and stuff, as soon as them tariffs go down and them prices go down, whatever you didn't, light bulbs, all of that stuff, tent, if you waited, this is the time. You got 90 days roughly. You hear me? God keeps giving people chances to get ready. And no matter what is going on, there's some folks still just like, I'm not going to worry about it. Well, that's you crazy. They put the jet thing on hold according to the news. Girl. Because they trying to find a loophole. That's all. They just trying to find. It's going to get to a point where he don't care. See, the jet, y'all know that the jet thing, okay, remember, if they say, look at me over here, you got to be looking at what's going on over here. I'm going to get a motor for our little boat, okay? Y'all know what it is. Y'all don't see, London is falling, America is falling, whatever, Babylon, but I can't remember what the movie is called. Y'all don't see the people. How many of y'all went and got a world map like I asked y'all to? Hello. I gotta start sitting up too. I be hunching. And my back, that's why my back be hurting. Okay. Are y'all putting pins as things are coming up? Don't forget to do that. As countries are being named in the news, you need to be like you on CSI and have them strings going. Hello. Keep putting pins. Every time you hear a country, a city, you should have a lot of pins. It's important. We did not go and research who all of these countries are, whatever they're called now, for nothing. Because it's not going to say the names that they are now in the news, is it? If we're going to go according to what the Bible says, it is going to come. The map is going to end up looking like a murder mystery board with the pins and yarn. This is well, amen. Amen. It's all connected though. Every part of it. But if we know who they used to be and what their names are, when we read the Bible, is it not going to pop up off the page? Because they see Iran or this or that, right? but we might read it as the Gibeonites. Because in Isaiah's time or David's time or whoever's time, they got this stuff that's coming right now. But they were going to call those people by the name that they were being called at that time, right or wrong. Hello? We still changing the names of cities and streets right now. There are streets that 200 years ago, if you go to that street right now, it might be named MLK Boulevard, and it wasn't that. There's highways that get renamed. So 10 different people could be talking about the exact same block, but it just depends on when they went there and what that street name was or the city name was, right or wrong. They restructure cities, and so they veer off. So on an old map, it might have been straight. But as development happens and they knock down certain things, there might be some winds in it. Now this road looks completely different. And if someone were to tell you, no, it's a straight road, and you say, no, it's straight, but then it winds, both are correct. So as you were reading in your books about the end times and the apocalypses and all of those different things, because they wasn't called the Iranians back then. They had another name. They weren't called the Palestinians. They were the Philistines. So if Isaiah or Ezekiel is prophesying something about the last times, but he says the Philistines or the Zamzumans or whoever it is, how the heck do you know who that is unless you've already done the research to go back and find out where their people migrated to? So then you'll know who they are today. So when God says the sons of, in this, the war scroll, right? Who remembers the war scroll in here? Hola, hola. Hey, Cindy. Hey. Okay. It's important that you be paying attention to that right now. No? The war scroll is very important. It's very important right now. And the fact that God gave us access to it is even more amazing. Because it talks about who's clicking up with who and who's going to be on whoever's side. Right? The war scroll is in here. It's about Armageddon. What are we running to? What are the nations of the world running to just right now? Hello? Y'all still here with me? Y'all gone? They didn't took y'all out? Is y'all here? We running slow? What's going on? I don't see no comments. Okay. Okay. Just making sure. It is. Right, Cindy. I'm like, hold on. Was y'all thinking? What's going on there? Let me go get my coffee. Oh, multitasking. Okay. I got you. I got you, Mari. Y'all, these classes be giving me the business. I'm telling you. I'm trying to hold on to them. Okay. My gardener's cutting my grass. It's super loud right now. I'm sorry. It's a little hard to hear. You all right? Hey, Miss SK. Lady SK. I'm about to go get working, but I'm here. Okay. I just didn't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I guess it is the middle of the day, y'all. My stuff is off. I was up to 12 o'clock. Was up baking chicken at 12:38 a.m. Okay. Hey, Sarah. Hey, yeah, so your testimony. So you just gonna have me crying on days when I don't expect stuff? I already be emotional. Congratulations. And your testimony that I shared it. I did. Because it blessed my heart. It blessed my heart. I just want you to know that. If you didn't know, it did. And I thought somebody else needed to hear it. Baking it chicken at 12 a.m. Girl, well, did, and it was good too. I did. So, if you don't have a world map, I need you to get one. And them be like $5 at Walmart. They don't, or $3. I don't even know. They laminated already. So if you don't want to stick pins in it, see if they have some kind of like markers or something that you can. I don't know how you're gonna draw lines and all that, but yeah, I need you to get in it, Keish. I need y'all to get to the war scroll when y'all get home. Look up the suns. My hair is wet. Look up the suns. We might do a little bit today. Let me make my coffee. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I felt it. I was so happy to see my kids. I think that's kind of why I didn't want to get on here yesterday too, because I was like still basking in the moment, and I didn't want that warm fuzzy feeling to go away, right? By somebody trying to ruin my day or some crazy stuff. So I went on and just felt that feeling for a while. It was real good, and it still is. Just to see my kids maturing and growing into grown people, it feels real good. My coworker and I have been talking about my sobriety a little lately because his fiance was really struggling with drinking. He told me today he came home to her no longer with us. He told me today he came home to her no longer with us after work on Monday. He passed away. I had to clock out. I was crying so hard, praising God, because that could have and should have been me so many times. He passed away from drinking. I'm gonna get one and make it a game. Been in with my granddaughters, yes ma'am. Been wanting that for you for years now. I know, and thank you, because it made me feel real nice. It did. I'm sorry to hear that, but you know what? Can I tell you something? That's this right here, what you just described. His fiance has found her cold as ice on the couch after work Jesus. You see why I be like, I don't want nothing the devil got to offer. You understand? I don't want nothing he got to offer. And yes, this way is harder at first, but it gets sweeter and sweeter by the day. Do you hear me? And God will give you strength to overcome. It's a real thing. You hear me? God loves us and he wants us to do well. And sometimes it's difficult. But understanding how to let go. You hear me? Understanding how to let go is important. It really is. Me and my daughter just had this conversation this morning about when you don't forgive or you don't let go and you allow things to just stay on you, the devil consumes you. He consumes you. But every day, if you give God just a little more, he takes that other stuff away. I said to my friend, girl, on her last little getaway Saturday, I always surprise her. Pretty cool. You hear me? It do. Me and your niece, me and your twin. We just talked about unforgiveness. Literally. It ain't even been 2 hours ago. And we talked about how, different things will make you sick, but you realize, you be grateful God took you out of situations. You be grateful he let you go through the hard times because it made you strong in areas you never thought you would be strong in. Yes, he most certainly makes beauty from ashes. Come on, baby. Do. Because you gotta listen. You do always feel sorry for the people, but you also be thanking God. That's praise break right there. That's praise break. And now y'all see why your dean be like, baby, listen, if you want for God, baby, I'd have been gone a long time ago. Kids. I'm in class. Yeah, it's okay. Is my grandbaby there? That part. Pretty cool. I'll call you back here in a little bit. I love you. Bye. Sorry about that, y'all. Crazy. What was we talking about? God's goodness and his grace. And sometimes it's different. I'm going through one of the hardest times of my life, but I still thank God every day. Listen, pumpkin. I'll tell you this. Just keep going forward. You hear me? Just keep going forward. Just keep going forward. I wrote about it today in my journal. When she called me earlier, she said, what you doing? I just got finished journaling. And I was just telling God, thank you. Because if anything had been different, we wouldn't be right here. If one thing, do y'all get that? Unforgiveness and how it can poison you from the inside, nephew. I'm watching it happen to several people. Listen, it's a real thing. Yeah. Literally, you drinking your own poison in one way or another, and the pain becomes so crazy. Like, that's why I told she said, Mom, that's why I just be forgiving people. You ain't about to keep me trapped. I said this. I can forgive you and not talk to you. I don't have to be up in your face because I forgive you. You see what I'm saying? I can forgive you and move on. I'm reading a book, The Let Them Theory. Excellent book. Listen, when you start to, okay, can I ask you a question? Even though it's hard, maybe everybody is feeling away because it's a lot going on. I'm watching a person get ate from the inside out without unforgiveness. Listen, me too, and it's crazy. Sick every day, every day, every day. Every day you are going, like every other day is the doctor, is ailments, is exhaustion, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, no, I can't. You said you just read that book. It's good. Good job. Listen, I can't. I cannot. Jamila says she just read it too. I can't. Listen, I can forgive you and let you be over there. Anybody feel lighter? Even though you might be going through, I was just telling someone that unforgiveness leads to depression. They need to release it. Listen, me too. I said you letting it pile on. You letting it pile on. I can't. I won't. I don't want to be weighed down to nothing on this earth. And anything that you don't let go, you don't get to let it go on the other side either. No, I don't have to be around you to forgive you. I don't gotta have you back in my life either to forgive you. I can forgive you, not wish nothing bad on you, and still keep living my life. Hey, I learned forgiveness to hear that was one of the first classes that I seen from you, and it changed my life. Come on, mine too. Cause I come from a get back family. I ain't gonna forget, and you never know when I'm coming. That's the kind of family I come from. And so then you're always living on edge because you never know when somebody about to try to pay. Don't nobody got time for that. I don't, and I'm not going to live around it. So if you don't want to have this adult conversation, you too, you don't want to have this adult conversation and get it over with and squash it, I just won't be around you never. I will up and move, not because I'm scared, but because I ain't about to be living like that every day. Because on the day you feel froggy, no, be froggy right now. Because if you ain't going to be froggy right now, don't be froggy at all. You said living that right now. Listen, I don't want no parts of it. And that's why, for real, y'all, I do not let a lot of people into my immediate circle. Y'all heard my babies. Y'all see them. They didn't come down here with no whole group. It was them two and their kid and their baby. And that's pretty much how they roll. Just telling my cousin is off in church every Sunday and talk about going off on her sister. Listen, okay, that I ain't forgot what you did. Was being said like a record player. Listen. And you know what? I don't have to forget what you did, but I ain't about to live in it. You understand? I ain't forgot what you did, right? But it ain't something I'm about to sit up and think about every day either. You hear me? Why would I let you control my life even more? No. It was so bad. I used to say, I don't get mad. I get even. Thank God for change. This. I don't want to live. Who want to live? Okay. I encourage y'all, if you get a chance, if you can go find studies on mice, the science, you know how they have the videos? They probably got them on YouTube. I'm sure they do. Science YouTube with the stress and what happens to the mice, and then what happens to the mice that don't live as stressful. You can find whatever animal, but I know they use mice a lot. Go look at that. Go look at it. The mice that live like that are around other hostile mice, the mice that, kind of do like a communal thing, like, because there's this whole thing. You hear me? It's a real thing. Hey, it's a real thing. I believe that's why I have to have my gallbladders out. Oh, definitely. I know a lot of people that had to get their gallbladder out, and they spit fire. For real. I learned that I don't need to get back anymore. I used to be somebody who, if you went low, I went lower. If you got low, I take it to hell. Yeah. Hallelujah. Anyhow. Never gonna let myself get me down. Listen, yes, ma'am, you can, Queen. Yes, ma'am, you can. Yeah. You said I'm so grateful and thankful. Thank you, Dad, for seeing me. This. It's crazy. And I'm not saying it's just super easy. It takes practice. Walking around like when Jesus got at him. Listen, this is my thing. I'm not perfect. I don't try to be. I'm okay with being like needing to be fixed. But what I'm not gonna do is stay trapped with you. And seeing as how those two daughters have not been to my house, I was so excited that they came here. Because a lot of people lie and say they got peace in their house and it don't be none. My mom doesn't talk to her dad and I've never met him. Will I be stepping on my mom's boundaries? He sexually assaulted her, so I've never met him. But I want to know my family. Is this wrong? No. But I keep telling my mom and my grandma to forgive and let go, but they are stubborn and they're always at the doctor for something. Girl, we live in the same family. My mom at the doctor today. Girl, I was like, oh no, okay. I do think that two things. I think you need to pray. And understand that spirits don't care about blood. And if there are already doors that are open, because it's the bloodline, they want a newer, younger body. Hear me. Okay? For real. I'm serious. Because if things haven't been delivered, or listen, it's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. It's a way. Okay? I have to put everybody in the house on a fast and not like the boys, maybe 4 hours. Okay? Hubby, brother-in-law, y'all go on and do some 12s if y'all can. It's a way to do it. I had to forgive my father. Spent more time with him on his deathbed than the last 23 years when my grandmother died. Okay. Tried to make peace with my brother, my family. Told him to do the same on Sunday before too late, but he wouldn't. He passed Thursday. This Thursday? Oh my goodness. This Thursday? Oh, he passed that Thursday. Okay. So I'm okay. Just ask God for the plan and the covering. And then if he says proceed, that means he's going to protect you and them. Y'all always be hitting me with some. But it's all crazy because it be relevant to different parts of my life. So I totally understand. You know, I do. It's crazy because my daughter was just talking about how much of my family they don't know. With over 1,000, well, over 900. Right, right. Over, she just, y'all all in my conversation with my baby today. You see, she just called me back. We was talking about that, about having family connections, but not having family connections, and the family that God has given us. I literally thanked Him for y'all today. It warmed my baby's heart to see how people love on me when they, like, for real. And y'all see, they said she love y'all too. I told you I used to pray and ask God, give me my own family. If I'm not accepted in this one, or I'll never, whatever it is, I want my own. And He gave it to me. Even before I met y'all, He put people in my life that became brothers and sisters and uncles and aunties and grandmothers to my children, that would put good things in them. Because for a while, I did keep trying to take them back. Hey, I kept trying to take them back to my family, but my kids, I'm talking about, this is under my son being 10. So that means my daughter was 8. You have no idea how many times I prayed this prayer. And here come WOIU. Girl, I'm trying to tell you. I just went to the food pantry here in St. Petersburg, Florida. There's a meat shortage for the pantry. Interesting. Listen, I kept trying to take my kids back to be around my family. And my kids always had a negative experience. So you know what I did? I quit taking them. And if my friends invited us to a barbecue, we went to that. If there were different people in our neighborhood that invited us to stuff, we went to that. My house is right now. We have 2 of our daughters and 5 of our grandkids living with us. Love them all, but I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I know. I'm at the point where I don't care to be close to my sisters because it's always chaos. So I'm good now. Listen, if you found your a part of peace when you came here, and when you walk in your house, you can sigh at least a little bit of relief from the outside world. Remember when I told y'all that me and my kids used to have family meetings every Saturday or Sunday? Who remembers? For the people that lived in the house? You could write your points down. Everybody's going to get to say how they felt about people. That's a very good thing to do. You're definitely in my business. This is why I don't take my kids to my mom's house. We just had an argument on Sunday about that. Well, she argued with herself, girl. We cousins and stuff, and sisters and brothers and family. And so, listen. It's a real thing, family, that I know we don't be wanting to think about it, but God is separating the wheat and the tares. Hello. I've never known peace like I have now. Listen, as a mom, I kept the door open for my son's dad if he wanted to contact my baby. It's been over 2 years since he's seen or called my baby. I'm going to let my son make up his mind about that man himself. Girl, stay out of my business. Stay out of my business. Stay out of my business. I'm just talking to my daughters about this same situation with them and this, you know. I just, listen. Just talked to my daughter's father yesterday. I said, listen. What we're not going to do is keep coming hard on these black women. We're not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you why we're not going to do that. We're not going to keep blaming, okay, the black women for the children. We're not going to do that. You know why we're not going to do that? Because I don't care how trifling the mama is. At least she's attempting to take care of them every day. What did you do, sir? How many times did they eat yesterday, sir? Matter of fact, what did they eat yesterday? Oh, how many pairs of drawers they got, sir? I don't care if they is dirty on her floor. How many pair? Oh, you don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because what we not going to keep doing is blaming the black woman when they standing 10 toes down, got to go get embarrassed to get food stamps. Section 8, whatever, assistance, stand in line. We not going to come for them. We're not going to do that. We're not. But what we can come for is the fathers that use every excuse as to why they can't. Now, we can do that. Because how many meals did you miss so they could eat? Oh, 0, right. Calm it down. And we talked about ain't no eligible bachelors in our age and women. I said, baby, I don't know who. Y'all got to quit listening to other men to tell you why women is single. No, you need to go ask women. Because y'all be wrong. It's plenty. Oh, no, just someone that wants to sleep with you. No, 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 no. 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 I said, but could it be that there's not a lot of eligible bachelors because they wasn't good fathers either? Oh, okay. Because the good fathers, they don't be single. So it probably ain't a lot of women that want to deal with a man that didn't take care of none of his kids and lived his life. Because how the hell you going to be a good husband and you didn't even think about your seeds, babe? So why would you think about it? No, 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 no. I'm putting together that the reason it's not a lot of options in my age group, as you say, is because they was assigned when they was young. Don't nobody got time. You still trying to be 25, looking at, boy, bye. Could we say that it ain't, I mean, no. But you'll never, ever, ever, and it don't even have to be just black women. If she raised them kids by herself, stitch your lips closed and don't never have nothing to say. Because at least she stuck it out. Even if she had to give her kids away for a little while to get on her feet, she made the hard decisions. You made none. Zero. She had to adjust her life to be able to get to daycare, which means she probably had to take a job making less than what she wanted to. She had to deal with people talking crazy to her because she had to get assistance because there's none. Like, we're not going to do that. Oh, the kids like that because of the mamas. No, maybe they're just like that because there's an absentee father. Oh, because what was your role in it? I mean, the boy might not be walking around with his pants hanging down if his daddy was there to say, boy, pick your pants up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Snatch him up by his jacket every time you see him hitting his sister. Yeah, you wasn't there for that. Hush it. Don't say nothing else. How many dollars you send so that she could get enough laundry soap? Zero. Don't talk about no dirty clothes, no dirty house, because did you go over there and vacuum so she could go take a bath and go to the laundry? No, because you won't even babysit your own kids. Stop it. But be at Chuck E. Cheese with every chick, a new chick every week trying to get by. Ain't even put the man on child support because I don't need anything from him yet. He still wanted, but girl, Niecy. Listen, you're going to stay out my business. I just told my daughter, I said, I did not talk bad to I didn't even talk about y'all. But be taken, come on, this. I didn't even talk about y'all. So every time you call my kid and say, I don't know what your mom told me. She told me nothing, and I've been telling you this for the last 15 years. But because you talk bad about her to make yourself look good with your narcissistic self, I turned out freaking amazing. What is it that you need, sir? And y'all see how I am? They're just like that. Because my kids will ask you, how many days you walk in the cold, in the snow to make sure I had some food? How many times you got in the tub because we didn't have a laundry and stomped some clothes and stayed up all night wringing them out and drying them? And when? Tell me when you did it. Because if you ain't did none of that, my kids will tell their dads, you can't come for my mama. Can't. Come on, auntie, that boy would hide so he wouldn't have to watch his kids for me to go to work. Listen, because they want you to stay struggling. And it's women that do this too. Don't think nephews, don't think, I got some good nephews. They do remember our sacrifice. I got some good nephews too. And there's some trifling baby mamas that'll try to keep him in jail because he don't want her no more. Try to drop the kids off being funny, not telling them where to date, all this so weird stuff. But baby, that don't make me think you grown. That make me think you immature, and I don't even know why God did this, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna leave you over there. My baby's fathers was able to tell whatever story they wanted to because I wasn't. I kept their numbers for my kids. But if they didn't call and my kids didn't call them, we didn't have conversations about who they were unless they asked. As far as like they know, you know what I'm saying? Like if they don't ask me about their daddy, we ain't talking about him. I wasn't sitting there talking about, yeah, I'm struggling because your daddies ain't. I'm just about to get up and figure it out. They gonna have to deal with why they didn't. I'm doing it, so I don't have to worry about it. I just had this conversation with someone. How can you, as a woman, be with a man that's not taking care of his children, but he's taking care of yours? Get out of here. Listen. Had a new girlfriend in my comments and everything. Had to learn her something about who to make. Baby, listen. Listen, I'm the parent that didn't fold. Come on. How many days did you work a full shift and go support them at all their activities in the evening or be a chaperone? Come on. Hell, wash their tail, wipe their nose, put some numbing stuff on their guns when they teething and throwing up and pooping on you. Go away. And it's some mamas the same. It's some trifling mamas. It is. And they leave, they ain't trying to do nothing with their kids. It go both ways. But don't come for the person if you ain't did nothing. Because I can attest, and my kids, I went through hell and high water for mine. And still will. Not hell, but y'all know what I mean. I went through hellish things. I've been through it. Listen, they don't ask and I don't tell this. Like my son just said yesterday, that his dad don't go out of, then got out of prison and ain't seen or talked to them, but lied when he was in there, telling them he was going to be there for them when he got out. Listen, but been there with his other kids. Listen, who want to hear something crazy? And many times they don't show up. Device is ready to pair. Scheduled 5 shifts in a weekend. This. Can y'all hear me in the back? Hello? I can honestly say that I'm very grateful that my biological father was not in my life. I would be a different person. God sent my mother, my stepfather, I don't really call, I say that, but my dad, baby, I'm so grateful that I didn't have to grow up. See, listen, just because they got them here don't mean that's going to be the person that prunes them and takes care of them. And some people will force situations and it ruins the children. You be trying to fight that other parent and God got an amazing spouse for you somewhere that's going to love on your, my mama husband, baby, listen, listen. Quit forcing stuff. Sometimes that can make your child think that they dad don't want them or they're not worthy because you be trying to prove a point. I'm not proving nothing. I'm going to prove my point to them, which is I'm going to be here every day. If you choose to call your daddy, here's his number. If he does not answer, I cannot tell you why he don't. Just know when you call me, I will. If you need me, I'm going to be available. Is it just me or is the audio going in and out? It probably is. You said my daddy didn't play that with me. I still talk to my daddy to this day. My stepdad was good. Was a good dad too. I had two great men. Listen, that's exactly what happened with my son's biological father. He didn't want nothing to do with him. And God sent my husband who cares for him as his own. He wants for nothing to do. He wants nothing to do. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm not trying to say if they trying, that's different. But if they not, why are you making your baby keep dealing with that rejection when God can send somebody? And it don't even always have to be a man that is you dating or a woman that you're dating. God can send you an amazing friend that love on your baby. I got homeboys that was will go to listen about mine, and they not even a blood. When my own brothers would let my kids be in a crazy situation. So I don't. My family is who God sent to me. Listen, I don't stress about my kids' father. I'll just be there for my kids. Yep, because they see it for themselves. Yep. They own up this. You having the same issue? Oh, okay. It was going on. I had to. Okay. You hear me? It's a real thing. I did not force my kid. I did not bother them. I didn't bother them. I let them do them. Every once in a while, around the holiday, I might call them, but I knew they wasn't gonna do nothing. So it's a hit or miss. You hear me? It's a hit or miss for real. That's why my older sons, they're there for my younger ones because their dad's not there. My son take them to sports and everything. Yeah. Listen, God just needed the DNA in some situations. Okay. What if you said amen because my daughter's husband raised her son, taught him hard work, respect? Yeah. If I would have been around, listen, y'all probably wouldn't have liked me if I would have been around my real dad. My character would have been horrible. The way, listen, I could, nope, my toes is like this too. I'm so grateful. Uh-huh. My kids didn't even like my father, but went to the funeral to support me, and we didn't even go to the repast. That part. I stopped living the lie that blood makes you family when I was 11 years old. You said, I don't think God would have allowed you to have a platform. The devil would have. He tried to give it to me a long time ago. When I was still full of rage and anger and all of that, yeah. Oh, that came first. All of the do you want to be up here in the Hollywood Hills stuff, that was in my 20s. No joke. Oh, yeah, he brought that first. Remember I told y'all my godmother said, it's something big that God wants you to do because the devil keeps offering you everything that you say out of your mouth is coming to you instantly. Nothing is off limits. It ain't gonna matter how much money we'll be able to. We know that you have the ability to do. This is why I be telling y'all. I told y'all about the letter. We know you have the ability to influence people. We know you have the ability. Who is we? And why ain't nothing on the outside of this? And what is this coin? 30 coins. Money won't be no problem. All of this stuff. My godmother said, baby, get that mess out of your house. I was 27 years old. And scared. And it came at a time when I was, man, life was crazy. And I threw it in the trash, like she said. Because, baby, no. Who is we? What do y'all mean y'all been watching me? As I said, the people know who I am. They've been knowing. And looking at what we're doing over here, yeah, it makes all of it makes sense right now. But again, so y'all seen they was talking about the people that was in the gifted programs and the gate programs and all of that? Y'all been seeing that? Huh? I was 14 living in SoCal when they offered my stepdad a ring with my security, a ticket for me to the Grammys. Just me. I still think my mom telling me no save me. It did. It did. So remember when I told y'all, it maybe some of y'all wasn't in the class, but we talked about back in the 80s when they used to do all the testing. Remember with the young people, and it was, we talked about how it was just like on the magicians, like the to see if you were magically adept. Remember? You was in the program in the early 2000s. Okay. And this, they would, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, you know, so basically they're saying now, which I knew this, but those are the people that they go after for government positions and different things like that, right? To be public speakers and all of these different things. Like all of this stuff, the B613 and all of that old stuff like that. Just different people that we are so used to seeing. One of my grandsons was offered to be in the gifted class. I told my daughter to really think about it before she allows it. It's still good. Right. But I'm saying there were specific tests. Ooh, excuse me. There were specific tests that they used to, like sound, sight, all these different things, right? My friends weren't talented and gifted. And I was in the combo class with the step underneath. Listen. Yeah. My mom told them no, but they would come and get me out of class anyway and just tell me not to tell her. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. And they watch you your whole life. You know that. Once they know, they watch you your whole life. In real life. They watch you. They know where you know what I mean? That's why when it, I mean, you saw it with Men in Black. That's not a joke. And it starts when you young. Real young. Because you have to think, they take your baby blood at birth. Certain things show up. They know the things that we don't know. Right? Heartbeat, brain waves. It's so many different things that they can. Wow, my father passed. I didn't go to the request either, and I didn't sit with the family. My dad was a money father and wanted, listen, he's all right. They watched him all through high school. I was picked for it in elementary, but my mom didn't sign off on it. It's real crazy. But when you're a kid, that's not enough. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So you think about different things that be happening, different things that are going on. Life is crazy. We don't always understand. We don't always know. Didn't know that my daughter was in gifted classes. Yeah. 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 Y'all realize a lot of teachers are witches. Okay. Yeah, my mom had a mutation of styronomelia, and she was in the program. Then I was too. I've always had a gift for telling people. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What? Oh, so y'all just be holding out? We got magical beings in here? No way. How many magical beings we got in here? Because y'all don't be telling me about y'all superpowers. Y'all wait and hold out on the information. Who else got superpowers? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. They are, and can honestly say, I know a few teachers that are witches. Yes. Yes. Miss Nicole. Who else got, who else? When I was in third grade, they used to take me out on a Wednesday every week from class, and I used to go into university and tell my parents I just had ADHD. I would go there for testing. Interesting. Your friends call you the Oracle. Interesting. Interesting. So we got some, but think about this though. God, all of the things that God said that the devil meant for bad, God was going to take them and turn them around for our good, right? So you think about if certain things, okay, like prime example, Samson. God, I was even a part of the Who's Who among American high school students, this part. So I didn't realize I was holding out. My baby daddy had a second row of teeth, and my brother has. Give me your arm. Give me your arm right now. Give me your arm. Look, give me your arm. I just got a big belly. I want a superpower. Mara, you petty. You already got like 10. Quit playing. Quit playing. You got x-ray vision. My brother had a second row of teeth. Oh, so y'all all got superpowers. Put your arm up here. Your daughter had an extra row of teeth too. So we got all these people walking around with superpowers, and y'all just wasn't gonna say nothing. I got it. Okay. So X-Men is one of my favorite shows, and here we go. Hello. Just raggedy. Y'all holding out on the. I got the 6 finger on both hands. I had an extra row of teeth, and so did too. Hey, Dad, I didn't even have time to ring you. So you got me in here. Yeah. Professor Xavier. Got it. Had to help them learn how to focus. They got it. Okay. See, you didn't tell me about that part when all the mutants was gonna show up. I understand. I had to talk to all of them and let them. Got it. Okay. Yep, makes sense. So then they had to understand. Got it. Mm-hmm. Professor Xavier. Got it. I was wondering. It makes perfect sense. Seek and find all of the X-Men and get them into a school and love them and teach them, because they have all been rejected from, the families and stuff. And now look at them using their superpowers. Interesting. All right. Yeah, well, thanks. I just didn't know. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, well, now I know. Okay. All right. Well, you have a great eternity. Oh, I know we'll be seeing you soon. Hopefully we already. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, cue X-Men theme song. Dun 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 dun. Listen, listen. I'm okay. Well, like it then. I guess we is. We'll do it. Mouth was so crowded. I had to get 4 molars pulled before 10. I got braces. Interesting. So we got superheroes over here. And yeah. Yeah, well, it's cool to know. Interesting. Have you all traced, if you do have genetic disorders, have you traced them back to a bloodline? My husband had 6 fingers when he was born, but the doctors removed them. My son is 6'3" and he's only 15. I tell him he has giant DNA because why is he so? You're telling them the truth. But you're telling them the truth. But you're telling them the truth. That's pretty cool. It makes me excited. It does. A big heart does count, Auntie. It does. It does, which means you probably get to see my sons are 6'5" and 6'6" and almost 6'7". Dang! Dang, are you serious? And everybody else in my family is under 5'5". Oh, which proves the point that some of the parents that had children with angels had dwarfs, and some of them had giant sons, which is why Big was, or what was it called? Twins? What was it called when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? What was that movie? And they were brothers. They was playing in our face with that. What was that movie called? Okay, they played in our face because in the books that we read, they said some of their sons were giants, but some of them were small people. Is that not what they showed us in that movie? And other movies too, they always show a super big tall twin and then a twin of short stature. My son has giant and siren DNA. He is very strong, and just like me, he has a dream of visions. Our blood traces back to the place of Italy, named after Mars or Ares, the god of Ra. Interesting. My son is 6'2" at 15. Interesting. Interesting. I told my father he was a descendant of the giants because he had the extra digits. He said he was going to look into it, but don't know if he ever did. Y'all, we be putting them on. Hey, you can still see that where they were, they wasn't able to get it all the way. Interesting. How does that make y'all feel that when we was watching X-Men, we was watching stuff about ourselves? Did they not play in our face? Because the fact that God gave me the gift of remote viewing and I didn't know that's what it was called was crazy. Because I used to tell people it's like I'm a fly on people's walls to houses that I've never been in. That's remote viewing. I did not know. My son is also able to tell someone he wants something and they give it to him. People are naturally endeared to him. I learned that from Percy Jackson. The gift is called Charm Speak. Interesting. Interesting. Look at y'all. Yeah. Amazing. I always knew most of us were special, not just the other kind. You know what, Mari? This. You said come visit anytime. Ooh. Until Auntie Judy. But Mari, for real. Yeah. We are special. We are all special. Listen, my firstborn has 6 fingers on one hand, but we didn't keep it. I don't know whose side it came from. Interesting. But he is funny. They is too tickled with you, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Yes, my oldest son is 6'8", and my middle son is 6'3". The youngest is 6'5", and their dad is 6'6". I mean, we were specially here. I just thought we was the acoustic. You know what? You know what? Y'all know. Y'all was thinking it. Yep. Yeah. It's okay. I told y'all in the beginning of this, all of the weird quirks we have are our superpowers. we found our tribe. The risk of class. Listen. Also tell my children don't go this road or that street because this is about to happen. When they leave out, it happens, and they call me and like, Mom, how did you know this? Superpowers. Superpowers. Who's glad? Think about this. There were always people around the people that had the superpowers that knew that they had the superpowers, even when the people that had the superpowers didn't really even understand that they had the superpowers, and the people that knew they had the superpowers was always trying to tell them they wasn't superhuman. Yes or no? You said I love it. I am not the only freak, as they used to say. This part. Chris' superpower is that he's white. I mean, just white, mixed with white, mixed with a little more white. You know what? Hey, we gonna need that superpower in a minute. Is Chris? Toya, you petty. She said Chris's superpower is he's white, not mixed white. I mean, mixed with white, and then mixed with white with a little more. We're gonna need that. Everybody who has Chris's superpower, come to the front. Raise your hand if you white mixed with a little bit more white, and then even more white after that. Come to the front. You can look that up in the Bible. The men of Gath had extra rows of teeth and 6 fingers. Just walk in the bank and get a loan like magic. This, see. So basically, let me go back. Okay, good, Sarah. Hold on. Let me tell y'all. So, wait, let's go back. So, the people with the superpower that is just white, mixed with white, and a little more white, them is y'all superpowers we're going to need. You all will be considered our mystiques and mysticos. Okay? Right? See? You all will be our mystiques and our mysticos. So you all are going to transform into what they need to see so that we can, and then flip-flop in the flip-flop on them once you get out. You said I can buy that. Good job. See, everybody's superpowers, we need them. Right, no, but we need that. We need, did you hear what she said? He can walk right in a bank, get a loan, no problems. Right, we're going to need our mystiques and mysticos. Okay? The bait and switch. Come on with it. You see? Everybody got a superpower. We just got to figure out what it is. Cindy said clear. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, she said, yeah, his superpower is he white. White, mixed with a little more white, and then white after that. Like, go in the loan, in the bank, and come out with a loan white. That is... We need all of those people to the front, cause y'all might have to be the face of some other things. We seen a movie about this recently. Yeah, we're gonna need those superpowers. We are, cause they'll tell you the plans before they tell us. Chris, you gonna have to get in there and do what you need to do. The dreamers and those that know things beforehand are the telepaths. Come on. But okay. So now do you understand why magicians was so cool to me? Anybody? I know they showed magic and there was a lot of other stuff that they showed too. But do you understand? Because they tell you the truth without telling you that. Because we're seeing these men in people that are homeless and they're able to make paper levitate and not touch it, and it ain't no strings on it, it ain't no air blowing. They are showing you ain't no strings. Got other people moving their hands. They ain't got no money to be buying no trick camera. No? Hello? Bin spoons and everything. And why are those people always painted as weird and crazy? Because they can do something, or they have the ability to do something that the average human doesn't. It's always the person with the superpower that's sleeping on the outside fire started, right, exactly. Or they couch hopping. They always seem to be misguided and just not together, even though they the savior of everybody. Hello? They know that there's something in there, but they've been told it's nothing, so they don't even go searching for it. But when nobody else is around, just like in what's the thing with the boy? The what is it? Hero girl, thank you, Queen. That I was about to say Nakamura. Nakamura, and you got it. Heroes. Exactly. Thank you for get right. Ooh, them bloodlines, I found out recently that I have a little over 100 years ago in mine. And my baby daddy's family knew each other. Dad revealed a blood pact was made for their lines to cross. No way. All right, just like the movie Airbender, right? Both our families are heavily steeped in Freemasonry as well. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. It makes you wonder and think about why things happen to you too. And this is why the Bible be telling us to go back to the root. Because we'll be trying to chop the tree down or the vine down, and it just keeps growing back larger and fuller because the roots have had time to spread and cement themselves to where they've intertwined with other things. Do you hear me? Yeah. Interesting. I love our classes like this. We don't have to necessarily have a whatever, but stuff just be clicking. I'll be right back. You gotta give me a second. So think about this. Do you think that God would let his people be at a disadvantage? Huh? The wizards, this is why I be wondering about my birth defects. Me and my kids have missing fingers and toes. Exactly. Exactly. You got superpowers, and look at all that you do with what's missing. Girl, I just told you. Now listen. I got all of mine, and I don't understand how you do it. The patience, just like the hat that my baby had on is the one that Sabrina made for me. And my daughter got up out of here with it. And I told her, I said, these things are special. Not just special because somebody made them for me, but particularly those sparkly shoes you see and that hat you got on. There are some people that have polydactyly and syndactyly that made those. And she's in the medical field. So she was like, are you serious? I said, this. And I couldn't. Do you understand me? Every time I go out, people look at them shoes, and I be putting my my toes and stuff. Because, baby, listen, this right here, miracle. This right here, done, like, that makes it even more special. That makes all of the things that the abilities that you all have, all of those, it make it that much more special. Do you hear me? Like people that don't have arms that paint with their mouth and their feet. It's a little bit more valuable. Sorry, not saying those that don't have a, whatever, but it's amazing that you could do this. Cause I got both of them. And baby, if I draw anything, it's gonna look like a stick figure. Y'all done seen it. Do you hear me? Because going against, logic says this should not be. Do you hear me? You understand what I'm saying? It's how? If you don't have arms, can you draw paintings that people that have arms and fingers and everything, like all of it, can't even do? Like, why would God choose you to put that gift? Because it makes it more amazing that it came from you. You said you did good with the shapes, though. Not when we got to the octagon. Autistic people as well. That's what I'm saying. Anything that this world calls a disability, I told y'all, it is a superpower. Yes, my boys have 3 and 4 fingers, and they draw to this. This. It's a superpower. Okay, prime example. There are people that are blind and bedridden. They can tell who you are by your aura. They cannot see a face. Do you hear me? There are people that are deaf and blind, but if a person with a crazy spirit come in the room, they'll start to weep. Or you can see the fear in their face, but they can't see and they can't hear. Make that make sense? Hello? Hello? My auntie was one of them. In her old age, she was deaf and hard of hearing and bedridden. Couldn't see you. She used to have to feel for your face. But she already knew your aura before you got over to her bed. Heightened senses. This. So how can a person that can't see and can't hear and can't move sense something that a person that has all their senses can't? Superpowers. There's babies that stem when they're around a person that have a bad aura. Yes or no? That make me think of my daughter was watching me do my hair and asked me, why do you close your eyes to part? And I said, I'm feeling versus seeing it, so it makes sense. Yep. That's the superhero Daredevil to a T. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because he can see the rain. Yep, my friend can't see and knows which grandkids come in his room. Okay. Okay. You hear me? Listen. My great grandma knew me until the last day she couldn't see, but she knew my scent though. This. I was in prayer, closed my eyes with the people around me. I felt their body heat, and they appeared in heat sensory in red, blue, and yellow. Right. Do you understand? So there are people that have something that is supposed to stop them, and they do it better than the people that's supposed to be able to do it. I don't care what the world says it's supposed to look like. I feel it for what it is. Right? Period. That's it. That's all. Because God picked and chose who he gave certain things to. My great granny was 80% blind, but she knew who was coming just by the sound of their walk. This. How? When my youngest was a baby, She would scream when my husband, mom, or sister came around, but she loved his stepdad. I'm trying to tell you, them babies know. Me saying I was in meditation when I opened my eyes and I saw a man's aura blue, haven't been able to see it again. Interesting. So think about that, family. Why would he do it? Why? If you look at it, Israel was the smallest and the raggediest of the clans. And he took them and made them the greatest nation. They were probably the smallest giants. Okay? Excuse me. But even though they were smaller, God might have gave them more strength. Mighty Mouse. Popeye. He already knew what he would have to go against and knew it wouldn't be fair. Exactly. So think about this. And still ain't, because we got the upper hand and do. And do. But now do you see why unity is important? Think about this. If we were in the olden days, you don't think that these things that we all have, the abilities that our children have, would be important if we had a city? Somebody knowing how to jewel and bead. Do you understand? All of these different qualities and characteristics that God has given us and spiritual talents, it would be an amazing city. You hear me? Amazing. Being able to get people to give you what they want. If the enemy is around, that'll be a good deal. Being white, great deal. You hear me? Being how to talk, know how to talk and walk. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your gift is, long as you using it, girl, I love that. It's a true superpower for real. You did good. You did good. You hear me? But think about back in the day when they didn't have whatever. Having somebody that can see in a spirit, having somebody that could pass by the guards and not be thought of, having somebody that knew somebody in the kitchen. You hear me? All of these people had to be in place for whatever it was that God was going to do. David had wise men, but he had strong men too, did he not? He didn't just have one or the other, he had both. Because both were needed to win the war. You hear me? So what someone else might think is nothing, I think it's great. I think it's amazing. Because most times people will try to tell you your gift ain't nothing because they can't make no money off of it. It's only great if they can make money. When I used to be reading and having all of these facts, it was nothing. But now that the world is talking about giants and beings, not that they wasn't before, but I feel like there was an explosion a while ago. Now, this is important. This is valuable. This is those random facts that didn't nobody care about. Them is the facts that folks care about right now. But they don't care about it to learn it. They care about it to make money. They want to know it so that they can teach it and get money. Right? Your skills, if people can't get money off of them, they not going to promote your skills. If there's not a way that they could extort you for your gift, they don't want to talk about it. Said people who could pass a blunt gift to the healthy community. Lena Horne, my great grandmother, and my grandmother. My grandmother was one of them on my dad's side. They from Louisiana. Yep, and I got popped in the mouth because I said, "Who is that white lady?" Did y'all see that stuff about Lake Havasu, Arizona? Hmm? Did y'all? Anybody? The man that did the podcast, and he's from the family, and basically everything that we read and he came and set the captives free is in this man's podcast. I didn't even get a chance to watch the whole thing. I just watched parts of it. Oh, you need to go watch it. Who, if you read You Saw a Queen? And y'all nephew sent it back to me. I said, I sent it to you, sir.
Okay, guys, so this episode is going to be a little different. I started watching a podcast, right? And it was of a young man named Nathan Reynolds. I believe he was on a podcast called The Confessionals. And I was 4 minutes in. First of all,
so it's a Nathan Reynolds is on the podcast called Confessionals. I don't know what it's on, but Godly Vibe Studios reposted it on TikTok. And if you have not watched it, I need you. Is it Craig Lewis interview? I don't know. It's a Nathan Reynolds. I'm gonna go watch the whole podcast. I just watched the 15 minutes or 10 minutes of whatever was on here. But remember, I told y'all one, a lot of people drown in Lake Havasu, and I told y'all Arizona is a bit. The two times that the devil showed up in my house was in Arizona, and they said that Lake Havasu is one of the places You all right, Pumpkin, where the veil is thin. And I know, my son used to go up there. I have a little cousin that died up there. He got swept under the current in the river. That's also where I told y'all I think that they have mermaids up there. And they're in our mermaid book. It is a very, like, folks be turning into werewolves and stuff out there in real life. There's a lot of child sacrifice. Remember I told y'all they used to find all those bodies in the desert? It's a real thing. El Diablo, the Sun Devil Stadium, the Sun Devil. I told y'all that's the place where my friend's dog came up to the window and did the, you all right, Pumpkin? His eyes was glowing green, and we heard the person walking through the, we heard the gate open and close, but nobody was there. Okay, and we heard it walking through the rocks, got up and looked, nobody was there, and you could hear them walking in the rocks, and the gate was still locked. This is also where my baby saw the devil, the one y'all just seen. She's the light-skinned one. That's the one that saw the devil. And then that man 2 days later said, I'm the father of lies. Yes. And when that man had the eyes like Blade, Arizona. When the demon sat on my bed, Arizona. And said, I'm not such and such, and I got up, Arizona. All of that happened in Arizona. All jokes aside, all of it happened. When the lady came and sat on my couch and described the same thing that my 10-year-old had said, or 9-year-old had said, and she was 50, 60 years old, and she had never heard of him. My daughter had just told me 3-4 days ago. Yeah. Where the pot tipped on my leg as to how I got this big old burn on my leg, but nobody was standing there, but I'm holding the pot, and it's, that. All of that happened in Arizona. All of it. Every bit of it. Where my dog got shook up in her cage and nobody was down there, Arizona. Where my ex's car, he unplugged the battery and that big old horn was going off and there was no electricity, Arizona. All of that happened in Arizona. Arizona. What I mean? Listen. What Sarah say they blocked it? I couldn't see it. Yeah. Arizona. It is a different, listen. Yeah. Arizona is a spiritual place. Okay. So again, you know that whole green ghost mist that we see? And it be floating on top of the, I said don't visit Arizona. Oh, okay. That part. So, that, right? You know? It's like that. I'm just getting on. You don't have to spook me out like this. How are you feeling today? I'm doing good, Punky. No, I'm just telling y'all. There's a lot of the places that I've lived, I realized later in life, they had huge spiritual significance in different parts of history. Most of the main places that I like, Missouri? Maybe? Yeah. I told you about the darkness that was darker than normal darkness that I'd never seen in my life here. Went outside and all the lights was out, but it was like something was hovering on over my house. I mean, this darkness was, and I wasn't the only one. My ex was with me. Yeah, but earlier that morning, I was feeling weird. I had to go out and anoint my house. Then remember when I told you that whole kill sheet thing here? And then the boy came and said, I thought that was your ex getting in the car every day going to work. I said, no, we thought that was you. And we would lock the doors and they would slam in the middle of the night. Yeah, all of that was here. That was here too. Did I ever go to Rawhide in Arizona? I don't remember. I don't think so. I might have. I don't know for sure. But I did go a lot of places there. It's all over the place. You see what's going on with the weather station there in St. Louis? Conspiracy theorists are threatening the radar. What you mean? What you mean, Dave? No, I didn't know. What? I visited some family in Arizona. This was the year of the meet and greet, and the wife was a witch, and the door would open in the night and felt something walking around and journaled about it. Yeah. That's also where my daughter said, Mom, the people be walking around telling me I'm not gonna have a good life and I'm not gonna live long. It's spirits. She was 5. And we had just moved back. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of them places is old Indian burial grounds. Just like the last time I told you about the same situation. Yeah. I told y'all one of them, if y'all watch Vampire Diaries, the originals or heroes, they always used earth natural elements in order to cast their most powerful spells, just like in Louisiana. Arizona is a natural power desert. Really, Arizona's natural power is desert. Got it. Heat and sun. Come on. It's been going down in STL. Y'all on high alert. They threaten to use weather as a weapon. They already doing it, but they trying to hack the radar. Check the news. Thank you, Pumpkin. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Yes, you may, Miss Jamila. I love our classes. Is Rawhide at South? Is South Mountain? I rode horses at South Mountain. And then I rode horses when the niggas used to be riding the horses through the hood. But I don't know that I specifically went to Rawhide. There may be a mail strike by the end of the month. My friend that told me this the last time before it happened, who works in you good in the post office, told me it could be by May 22nd. No way. So won't nothing be going in and out of Canada. Got it. Here we go with this. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm grateful. Because people keep thinking these hiccups were just hiccups. They're not hiccups. Yeah. Interesting. Ooh-wee! That part, I do want to visit there and see what's happening there on top of the food. Listen, the latest development comes just a week before a potential strike could begin on May 22nd when the current collective agreements expire. Interesting. I was just saying, what song does the Angels play when they get ready? It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. Who? No. Hey, that would be mine. That and In the Bushes. And a few others, but those are the first 2 that come to mind. Angel Edition. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said I have a list, Circle. Listen. Think about this. Angel remix. I'm trying to tell you because they gotta come down we going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. Nephew, all I could advise you is to just be careful when you go and watch your surroundings. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the thing, family. And I say this all the time, and it is getting repetitive, but it does amaze me, seriously, Now, it doesn't surprise me because I know how God works, but it does amaze me that just about every time I get on this here internet, something that we studied in depth in these 1,400 classes that we have, all of this stuff is popping up. For the last month or so, my dog has been barking all through the night. She's never done that before. Yeah, you need to go on and get your oil and go around your perimeter of your space, back and front, sides, and everything. You hear me? You hear me? Ask God to put a chain link fence around your house of angels. He can do that. Warring angels at that. Because, think about this. Spirits be whispering in people's ears. And they just need a few moments. They don't need a long time. Ask God to reveal to you what's going on the outside of your house in the spirit. He will show you in a dream normally. Or it might be a movie and it's going to click. In real life. Yeah. Crazy, right? Do y'all feel like we living in a movie yet? Do you? When I used to tell y'all we was living in a movie, some of y'all used to laugh at me, but do you feel it now? We living in a whole bunch of them, not just one. We living in about 152 movies at one time. We are. Yeah. Y'all see that NASA or the CIA or whoever, the intelligence people, just like Lake Lanier here in Georgia. Exactly. You see, they said the Nephilim coming back. Glad we get to see the cue cards now. This part, the past 3 weeks for sure, been a movie. Listen, y'all see, they said it. They said they coming back on a big rock, and they'll be here in a little bit. You see it? I don't know if it was NASA, CIA. They said they've been talking to them. One of them Area 51, somebody in the space program that get the intelligence. They said they on the rock on their way back. Now, does that line up with biblical things? Even though we know a lot of them gonna come out of the earth, but God said there was gonna be things coming to the earth too. They took his posting abilities away. They trying to get him arrested. I see. Look. So I hope y'all believe me when I told y'all they was doing that to me. Listen, I was trying to tell y'all. They literally stopped us. We got to 397,000 people, and then they just capped us. And then they started taking away. And then, remember, I would try to post, and y'all said I wasn't showing up in y'all FYP no more, and all of that kind of... I experienced it myself. They kept blocking me any word. Remember? I couldn't even pick up nothing like this and say, y'all, look at this. They would block the live immediately. Remember? I couldn't show nothing. I couldn't show no books. I couldn't show no survival stuff. I couldn't show even the picture of it. I couldn't even show y'all a video that somebody else was playing, and they was blocking us every week they blocking us. I told y'all. We're going to Kennedy Space Center on my birthday, June 2nd and June 3rd. Your birthday is June the 2nd? That's Emu's birthday. You and Emu share a birthday, Sarah? Spirit move from person to person. Yes, they do. You and Emu share a birthday? You share a birthday with my grandbaby? My son's birthday is June 2nd. Oh, y'all got Emu. Emu got your birthday? And she will sing happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday, yeah. She just starts singing. It could be 4th of July, baby. As soon as you say happy 4th of July song, she's going to sing happy birthday. Yeah, and she's going to do it. I told her mom on Christmas. She was like, do you think it's crazy I don't get her? I said, no. She don't know it's Christmas, you do. She said, Mom, I said, sing happy birthday to her right now. And she was, for the 2 weeks before Christmas and the 2 weeks after Christmas, baby, every day she was singing happy birthday. I said, now tell her it's Easter. Now tell her it's happy St. Patrick's Day. She don't know what day it is. Only you do. Do not let these. She don't know what day it is. You can say happy Frog Day. She gonna say happy Frog Day. Happy Frog Day. She don't know. Listen, do not stress yourself out with your kids this little, especially on days that they don't even know what it is. I used to do it to my kids. Let me see if these kids know it's Christmas while I'm crying and trying to figure out how I'm going. It's Christmas today. It's Christmas today? Yay! They don't know. Let me not stress myself out. They have no idea. You hear me? No idea at all. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't even do it. They don't know. Tomorrow could be Christmas. They don't know. Mm-mm. Don't even worry about it. They don't have a clue. Hey, thank you. I see. Yes, thank you. I got my glasses. I got them on. I did my things. My baby be all in my phone. He gonna say, it's not Christmas. No, not today. Well, he might know better. Because he's a different type of baby. But I'm saying, most little babies under 3, baby, they don't know what day it is. Yours is June 1st. That's my uncle's birthday. My uncle that remind you of Mr. Brown, that's his birthday. We got our own Mr. Brown in our family, and his niece. If he didn't got down on your card, his niece is gonna look just. And I'm sure he used to have those white church boots when we was growing up. On the days that he was gonna have to wear white, and Usher, he had to white boots. Yes, I never. Yes, a character he is. He definitely is. I love that man. That's the man that used to make me split the worms in half when we used to go fishing. He's the one that taught me how to thread a bobber and put all of that. That's the one. And he looked just like Mr. Brown too. Yep. I love him. Your granddaughter's June 4th. No way. So we got all these birthdays right here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love y'all. Listen, I think I got bit by something when I went outside. My son's birthday is June 16th. Okay. Listen, all these June birthdays coming up. So y'all about to. The crazy people is entering the chat. No. I'm just playing. The crazy people is entering the chat. Listen. Yeah, the crazy people have entered the chat. Be mindful, because they'll flip-flop on you. Because that grandbaby, baby, I told y'all when she was little, like, we'll be laughing, and if you laugh too hard, let me tell. Guess what she do? I'm about to show you how funny y'all is. Y'all, Geminis. My daughter says every time she go into the hair store or different places, now, do not take this the wrong way to my white cousins, okay? But my daughter says every time like a person of another race starts to talk to her, she does like this. I said you're joking until I watched her do it. She said, watch, Mom. She's Asian, white, it don't matter. She said she do it slow too, like this. She said she be like, oh my God. I said, no, she don't. She said, Mom, watch. She said, I'm not even listening. No. Or she'll say no. I hope my grandbaby is not, I don't know. We're going to have to help her because she got white uncles and aunties now and cousins and stuff. We're going to have to get it together because I don't want her doing that to y'all. She comes to the meet and greet thing. I love it. He wasn't trying to hear them tell you none of them. She said no. None. I'm talking about every store. You know, they be like, oh, she's so cute. My daughter said she'd be just like this. No. She also sensitive to people's voice tones and pitches. She is. She is. She is. Very, very sensitive. Baby, listen. Don't fool with folks. Do you hear me? She's a Gemini for real. Like that funny, I told you, if you laugh and she done what you laughing, she'll cock her head at you like, what's so funny? No. He moved on. Listen, it make me sad though. Cause she got white and Spanish family members. Emu, you can't be like that. Them is your cousins and your aunties. But she said she's done it since she was a baby. She has done it since she was a baby. Since she was able to figure out how to put her fingers in her ear, she has done that. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be tickled. Because why would she do that? How does she even know? Listen, funny acting, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all gonna see. Next time they come back, hopefully her mama let her get in here. And y'all gonna see how funny acting she is. I feel that if I can't stand the sound of someone's voice, I could not be in their presence long. The phone calls would be ended. It would be extremely limited. Listen. You said my daughter do that. The side I'll be real. Listen, Geminis think they're so funny. My son was at the doctor's office with me and saw a lady who was admittedly a little white and saying, big back, big back. That's the baby! She could barely talk and start saying, I was in my kitchen making something. She was barely 2. If she was, and she started singing big back to me. And then looked at her mama and smiled. I don't even think she was walking. And she knew how to sing big back, big back. I said, you better get your baby because I will whoop her. This is the Gemini child. She funny acting. And she slips like her grandma. I said, her mom said no. She dropped something. She said, oh. I said, that's because you be doing that. And my daughters just looked at each other. And then she smiled at me. I said, I will whoop you. I don't even know if you know it's wrong or not because your mama probably say it a lot. Her mama tried to grab her because don't. And then, when her mama make her mad, I said, she said, did you see what she did? She said, I said, you be flipping her off? She said, I can't say it. Well, that's why her finger is curved up like that towards you. So that's what she's doing. Interesting. I'm a whooper. How about those ABCs and 1, 2, 3s? You said my stomach is hurt. Listen, I'm serious. I said, that's your fault. I'm going to get them legs. You hear me? She can say her prayers, but she can also tell you where to get off, too. When I look at my son, when I make my son mad, he just looks at me and goes, I'm so disappointed in you. Then he goes and tells either God or my mama or me will. Because she kept telling her, she can't save you. She kept telling her, your grandma can't save you, but I can, though. Don't lie to her, but I can. Don't lie to my grandbaby, but I can save her. But I can. Jesus saved me, so I can save her. But I can, and I will chop you in your butt. I do have a praise report. Something small. One of my neighbors gave me some farm fresh eggs that had not been washed. And so I will be learning how to water glass these 12 eggs I got. Handed me a dozen and said that their employee has eggs and they bring them to work and it'd be a surplus. I said, look at God. Randomly out of the blue. So they in there on the counter now. And I'm about to figure it out. They ain't been washed. They still got the bird poop on them. I said, oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to put my gloves on. But you can help me with thank you. Because I'm sure about to do it. And it's only me, so I'm going to do mine in just a couple of little jars. I ain't going to do no big old thing. Just, yes. I said, well, if you ever run into any extras and they want to learn how to, me too, Sarah. I have about 9 jars in my pantry right now from last year. Wow. My Walmart account is $19. I was scared, but I bought them. I said, I'll say a prayer over them. Why they so cheap? Yeah. Well, you know, it can't be the washed ones. It got to be like, they still got to have the enzyme on them. The bird doo-doo. They got farm fresh eggs, y'all. At y'all, well, you down there in Florida. They probably do. But yeah, I'm so excited about it. So I'm definitely I'm not going to do no big old jar because it's just me. So I'll probably do like 4 to 6 jars. However many I can fit in the jars I have, because I don't need to do no big one. I put some eggshell in the oven and I'm about to grind them. Good for teeth, plants, and chickens. Come on now. That part. Yeah, so the bloom, right. So I'm gonna attempt it. I do mine. Niece gave me 6 from her chicken. Come on. Eggs with afterbirth, right. And a little doo-doo. They gotta be clean with the bloom still intact. Got it. I thought you were supposed to leave that on there. They said don't wash them. Oh, Lord. So you take the doo-doo off then. How do you know if the bloom is still intact? See, this is where it's about to get difficult right here. I thought you just you wipe them down with a rag or what? I'm gonna have to go watch my videos. Okay. Well, they in there. I don't know. I mean, they not filthy, of course. I guess they. It cleans your teeth really good and whites. Okay. I was okay. So you wipe it off with a wet rag, like with water. See, okay. I'm gonna go watch my videos. Hello, cause y'all done told me 5 things. We about to try it. So I don't know. I'm just trying as many things as I can. I want to make some jelly. Definitely some strawberry. I don't really care, or preserves. That's my next thing. I might try to make some apple butter. That apple butter and some. I'm trying to make some strawberry preserves for sure because that's my favorite jelly. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna watch some videos. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I already know I am. But you gotta think I got family members that do it too. My auntie and them, they got eggs. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make some apple butter, right? Some jam and stuff like that. Yep, that's because those sugar and stuff gonna be hard to come by. So let me go on and get that going. I got plenty of pectin, so and I've had that since before 2020. But yeah, I'm trying to get on as many things as I can. I got that chicken that's been in my freezer. I'm about to try to get that together because it's been in there. But when you hungry, you'll eat it. I'm gonna cut whatever might be freezer burned off and it's going in the can. I can help you with the apple butter, my grandma's recipe. Thank you. I will take it. I whipped up some butter and working on my starter. Yeah, my daughter asked me about my starter. I said I haven't had time to start it. And I gotta do my mushrooms today too. So that's another thing because they were sitting in here and I just took them in the living room so I can get ready to get them together. My potatoes is good, doing good. My greens is doing good. My what you call them things? Brussels sprouts. They stalks is getting real tall. My cabbage is doing all right, I guess. And what else I got? I'm getting a strawberry, which I'm excited about. My grapevine is growing pretty good. There's no nothing on there just yet. And then finally, my fig tree started moving up. So and my herbs, I got to go get clip some deal today because they didn't shot up. So I'm gonna go and clip my. I've been to my garden in your garden all day. I'll send you a video. Okay, thank you. Yep, I'm gonna clip my herbs today. This and my loofahs is growing. I mean, they finally came out the dirt. I planted 3 loofah plants, so I'm very excited about that. Very very excited. I am. I'm happy. I am. They finally came through because they wasn't doing nothing for a minute. I don't remember us wiping our eggs off from the coop growing up. Right, but this is for water glassing. This is just for water glassing. I know you don't wipe them off, whatever. You can just whatever, but this is for water glassing. I'm gonna look it up. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna look it up. I got an auntie in Kentucky they do this all day. They got a whole bunch of chickens. Yeah. So not saying I don't take y'all word for it, but I'm just thinking that it's crazy that he is suspending this stuff until August when a lot of stuff is supposed to be going on around that time. I also think it's very interesting the people that he's clicking up with. And it makes me think a lot about the Nostradamus stuff that we read about the King of the North and how he was going to trick everybody and how he was dishonest, right? I've been thinking about that. So just looking into, he likes the element of surprise, and we can see that. But even with them suspending, who remembers I kept telling y'all we need to get vests? And I kept telling y'all nephew, I said, I feel like something is coming. I didn't realize it was this habeas corpus or whatever you call this, which is why especially certain folks, need one. I don't care if you just got one for the family. It's needed. And I've been telling him for 4 months, go get you a vest. Your uncles need to have vests. Your grandfather needs to have a vest. Men, you all need vests. Women, you really need one too. A tactical one or something. If you can get it in the budget. Hell, even if you have to go get the bulletproof backpacks that they got, something is better than nothing. Hello? Military surplus stores, and my son has a pew pew proof backpack. Exactly. These are the things we're gonna need. And Fruity Pebbles just to have a spare. Fruity Pebbles just to have a spare. Okay. Thank you. Please. Please. And if you are planning on getting a bubble blower, hurry up. If you are planning on getting a bubble blower, even if it's the ones that spray the bubbles out like this, and it's not necessarily something that's handheld, you need to go and get you a bubble blower as soon as possible. Even if it's one that you just gonna always just keep, at the house, you're not gonna take it anywhere with you. Get you a bubble blower quickly, because once certain things happen, they're going to restrict certain bubble blowers. You ain't gonna be able to get them. They gonna be on back order, or they not gonna sell them. You hear me? So if you don't have bubble blowers, go get one. It don't matter what kind. You need something, because that's gonna be the first. Once the pigs start going to roast, when the pigs start going to slaughter, it's a lot of stuff so that they can restrict certain. You ain't gonna be able to get none. Mm-hmm. Who sees the days of Noah happening? And what happened at the Tower of Babel? Practiced them too. I'm glad Joe and I went to the place and practiced. I'm glad I did, because we learned and found out new things about the tools. Good job. This Sarah. I just told my kids to renew theirs. They so hard-headed. Listen. Y'all remember? If you can, grab your bubble blowers and refills. Yep. Gotta get the refills. Book 1. Page 16. Hold on. Not 16. 18. 18 for me, y'all. My light is in my room. Page 18, book 1. If you at home, if you're not at home, that's fine. If you're cooking, that's fine. If you're driving, that's fine. But if you can grab your book 1 real quick, let's look at something. Excuse me. I kind of want a chicken taco. You got it? Okay. Right here. Look at y'all. I got Toya said where point your nose where you want to read. This is why people be putting their nose up like this. Thank you, Toya. Okay. Right here. I feel like I'm 75. Oh my God. If you go right at the end of 8, it says, and the whole earth has been corrupted by Azazel's teachings of his own actions. And right upon him all sinned. And to Gabriel, the Lord said, proceed against the bastards and the reprobates and the children of adultery. That's where my grandbaby get it from, because I almost said it. Here we go. Ooh, I will not laugh at nobody else. Lord, forgive me. You got to laugh at yourself. Okay. Here we go. And destroy the children of adultery and expel the children of the watchers from among the people and send them one against another so that they may be destroyed in the fight for the length of days have they not. I need you to highlight that if you haven't, because this is the time that we are going into. You see it? Did you highlight it? Right there. Uh-huh. Do you think so? Remember, this was right before the flood. It's coming. Headed there going 100 miles per hour every day this Maury. This. In real life. And people are just like, la, 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 la. You know what's crazy? 4 years ago. Excuse me. 5 years ago. This month, I literally put on my other social media, Civil War is coming. 5 years ago this month. During 2020, in May. I said, Civil War is coming. I hope you're prepared. And everybody laughed at me. Well, Father's grace. But there are already people online saying they not going. If HC goes away, they said they're not going nowhere. Everybody about to lay down. I know y'all seen them too. Y'all seen it? Huh? Y'all been seeing the people that say, well, I mean, if there's no trial and there's no jury, folks is about to be going straight to the executioner. And this is all kinds of people. So does that now sound like that right there? do it to you? Hmm. We're living in lawless times. The Bible said in the end times there's going to be lawlessness. It's because the people that make the laws don't follow them. And the laws that they're making, they're not just laws. There is no justice. I wonder if that's why he's trying to reopen that building. Yeah. Wrong is right and right is wrong. You see it, baby girl? You see it? They lying and saying these people are criminals when the real criminals is right in your face. Okay. So do you think that's lining up with what the word says was going to be going on? It is. And he's playing the part on the other team, though, which is crazy. Because everything that he is doing is lining up with the stuff that we studied about what was going to be right before the last times when we read in the sibling oracles and we read in all the other apocalypses and Daniel and Revelations and all of these other books that we studied. And we looked up lawlessness. We looked up what all was going to be happening, that people were going to be, okay, now, do me a favor. When Enoch went to level 2 and level 5, can you guys go there really quickly and tell me which different words on there when he says, oh, Enoch, this place is prepared for these people, the people that do these things? Tell me if any of the things that are people in the big house is doing right now line up with that. I believe it's the 5th floor. But I believe it's the 5th floor. So if you go and you look at the 5th heaven or the other part of the 4th heaven or whatever part that is, can you tell me if some of those things, they're doing them right now? You say yes to all of it, but which ones in being specific, which ones? Think about all of the executive orders that are being signed into law and tell me which ones don't line up with God's law and what he says we're supposed to do. Y'all find any? No. Nobody? Y'all need some time? Y'all want some homework? I'm about to go eat. All of them. You asked me. If you asked me, okay. I was just trying to look at one, like one that stood out to you, maybe in something that you saw, but don't worry about it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go warm my chicken up and make me some French fries. Unforgiveness, pride, taking into captivity, slothfulness, gluttony, and violence. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go warm my chicken up that I was up cooking at 12 o'clock midnight. And I'll probably see y'all here in a little bit. Deportation, not loving thy brother. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go get me some food. Not get me some food, but get to my food. And I will talk to y'all in a little bit. Okay? I'm gonna call y'all niece back too. Alright? I love y'all. Thank you for an amazing class. And we didn't necessarily get into no scripture, but it was a really good class to me. Oh, not fine. I'll be back. My schedule is off, so we ain't gonna be on no regular. I don't know. I was up till 12. Well, actually, I was up later than 12 because I was cooking at 12. I don't think I went to bed till like 3. So, yeah. Yeah, you too, Cindy. So we'll see each other in a little bit. I'll see y'all.